What is up, YouTube? This is Decreasing, aka the Junkie Media, aka Windows Monster, coming at you with a little bit of a review tutorial type thing. I want to go over the Windows Store or the Windows App Store, whatever you want to call it, within Windows 8 on a PC, not on a Surface tablet. Give you a little bit of a review on it, my thoughts, the good, the bad, and a little bit of the ugly. All right, so let's get into it. One quick note. You see my Skyfall 007 background. Check out the Junkie Media, the Junkie Media channel for my review of the new released Skyfall Blu-ray. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down to our start screen, or Metro, okay, and we are going to open up the Microsoft Store. All right. Okay, so here's our homepage for the Microsoft Store. So this is the first thing that I really like about the store. Which is that it basically just dumps you into a categories page. So you can see Spotlight, Games, Social, Features, Entertainment, all that good stuff. One thing that I really don't like about Google Play is that when I go on there, and Google Play is the direct competitor to Google's App Store, what I don't like is that when you first log in, it takes you to the Features page, which is not where I want to be. So there's some good apps on there sometimes, but usually I want to be dumped right into the category page because I know what I'm looking for. Not often do I go to the App Store just to browse. Usually, I'm looking for something. And if I do want to browse, then I can, go to your Spotlight page. So I really do like this. Spotlight is still here on the front, but you can switch between all the different categories. You can just scroll, they're all listed right there, which is really, really nice. And then on the right-hand side of each category, they have the top paid, top free, and new releases. So you can get to wherever you need to be very, very fast. So let's talk about something that I really don't like. What I really don't like about this front page and basically the store in general is the scrolling. So they obviously set this store up for the Surface tablet, for a touch laptop, scrolling left to right, or right to left. Left to right. You can see on my mouse I'm going up and down. So it's not a deal breaker. It's just one of those little annoyances that I'm not a real big fan of. This page isn't too bad, but when you get into some apps like the weather app, where you have a scroll bar going from left to right, and then you have one going from top to bottom, and you try to scroll, sometimes it doesn't recognize which way you're trying to go. And so you'll be trying to go left to right, you'll go up and down. So that's one issue I have with it. But once again, not a deal breaker. Overall, I make no bones about it. I'm a pretty big fan of this Windows Store, Windows in general. So I do like this. So let's get into it. Let's check it out. There's a couple more things I want to talk about. One of my other dislikes is the search. So there we go. Okay. So the search in all of Windows 8 is pretty good. However, with the Windows Store, I wish they would have put a search bar in here. It just would have made it, in my opinion, a little bit easier. I guess I'm kind of old school and I want to click on it and search. Maybe as I get used to it, my tune will change as to how I feel about the search option. So for this instance, I'm looking for Facebook. I'm going to type in Facebook. I just start typing, and then you hit return, and then it's going to pull up all of the apps within the App Store right there. So that's kind of nice, but my theory on it is that, let's say I was looking for, let's look for Netflix. Okay, so maybe I want to download Netflix. I click that, and my first indication as a user is to type in Netflix and click apps. Well, that's wrong, even though you're searching for an app, because those are your apps. So it's a little backwards to me, a little bit confusing. Excuse me. So that's something that I really don't like. Now, one thing that I do like is if we go into the top free on the Spotlight and we click on one of these applications, we can see it's really detailed. It looks clean. It looks nice. It looks high tech. They give you an overview. You can go into there's multiple screenshots first. You can go into details. You can look up what support processors are. I guess that's you're going to be able to run it. Supported languages, that's going to be important for some people. Down here in the bottom left, it's got an age rating, which is kind of nice, I guess, if you're a parent. Download size, which is definitely useful. And then it gives you the reviews. The reviews is my favorite part. And that is because it's just really easy to filter. I love reading reviews before I get an app that I'm questionable about. Part of the reason I'm starting this new series, which is going to be best of the week, basically Windows apps that I'm going to choose. I'm going to take some top ones, I'm going to take some bottom ones, and kind of review them all. I'm going to do that on a weekly basis because I like reviews so much. So what I really like about it is that you can see who the user is, which is good. You can sort newest, oldest, highest rated, and this is great, lowest rated. So oftentimes, negative reviews are often the most helpful because you can say to yourself, well, I know I'm not going to have that problem, or wait a minute, I'm using the exact same device. So this lady was using Windows 8 on a Samsung laptop, and it doesn't seem to want to let her, log into Netflix or whatever. Most helpful, so you can see the highest rated comments, which is really good. And then if you want to install, you can just go over here and click on install. All right. Now, this, let's go back to the home page so you guys know where I'm getting. So I'm going to go, all right, so Spotlight, here's top frame. I'm going to go to one more little comment about something that I don't like about the store. And I don't think there's a way to fix this. I've tried. I don't see how, I don't know what their rhyme or reason is for how they're categorizing these applications. So I went to top free, or rather how they're listing them. Not categorizing. They're categorized the right way. They're not listed the right way. So I went to top free, and it shows me 100 apps. Okay. Now my question is that here's Xbox Smart Glass, something I'm probably not going to use, but it's got 4 stars, so this is probably a good app. It's rated pretty high. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here, and here's Flow Free, another 4-star app. One is entertainment, one is games. Now, in between, you'll notice there are some apps that are rated lower than 4 stars. Right here above us, Audible, audiobooks and more, okay? 3.5 stars. Instagram Live, 3 stars. Adobe Reader Touch, 3 stars. Productivity, photos, books and reference, games. This is kind of an injustice to some of the apps that are rated higher but listed down. I mean, let's face it, we want these. It says top free 100 apps. Why don't we want, we want these listed, by their ranking. Put all the 4-star apps in a row. Put the lower ones at the end. I don't understand why. Look, even that, down here, there's 4-star apps. It's silly to me. Look at this. The last app on the page, Robotech, which is a game, has almost 4.5 stars. So that's probably one of the highest rated apps on this whole page, and it's all the way at the end. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I didn't check the different categories. Let's go into games. Let's go to top free games. Yeah, see, it's the same way in the individual category. So even though it's filtered correctly by the category of games, it's still not listed the right way. It's 3 stars is the first one, and then down here we have a 4-star app. It just doesn't make sense to me. That can be a little frustrating, especially if you are, like I said in the very beginning, browsing, which is something you do for games. You may be looking for something specific when you go into the store. Usually I am, but browsing, that just makes, I don't know. I just feel like that it's doing an injustice to some good apps and putting some backwards on the end. And basically, this is exactly what prompted me to do the best of the week, because there may be apps that you're looking over because they're not listed right on top there, and they could be fantastic apps, or they could have a low rating just because they were listed somewhere sporadically. All right, so one more thing I want to go through. So let's download one application. Just to kind of show you, let's download Jetpack Joyride, which I have off of the Google Play Store. So in the right-hand corner, it says installing Jetpack Joyride. That's actually important to click on that. And I'll also show you what apps you have that are available for updates. Okay. So this is installing still. Well, let's just go over here as well. So after it's installed, there it is. So now that it's installed over here, we can move it wherever we want. We can also delete it. So what we can do to do that, we're just going to right click and we can click unpin from start, which is just going to take that screen away, but it's still going to be downloaded on the computer. Or we can click uninstall. Okay. This app is related info will be removed from this PC. Yes, uninstall. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this YouTube player. Uninstall. All right, everybody. So that was my quick review of the Windows Store or the Windows App Store. Some good, some bad, and some ugly, I guess. You determine which was which. But overall, it's good. And the reason that it's good is because, you know, it needed to be done. They needed to catch up to their competition, and now they are. You know, we're here. We have Windows 8. We're using the Metro interface. You know, and being able to go to your favorite apps with one click is pretty cool. It is. So while I feel that Apple still has the leg up, I mean, immensely, in the way that their App Store functions. And the way that their devices use the App Store, Windows is catching up. You know, it's there, and I think this is a fantastic start. I think over the next year or so, we'll see this whole thing kind of get revamped, and we're gonna like everything that comes out. I don't think I think that they could optimize it for PC use. You know, change the GUI on it just so, you know, functions a little bit better on the PC. I'm sure that it functions real good on the Surface touchpad. And if they could add a couple things, maybe, you know, the search bar would be nice, so you're not just, you know, typing in something and then getting misled. But, you know, regardless, it's really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely check out my new series that's coming, where I'm going to be doing a best of the week. So I'm probably going to put the first video of that out tomorrow, which is going to be a Sunday. So Sunday's the first day of the week, so we are going to start on a Sunday, and I'll probably do, I haven't decided yet, I'll probably think on it tonight, but I'll do, you know, maybe 3 to 5 apps, something like that, pick different categories, get something for everybody, and then when you filter through the videos, I'll have the titles of those apps listed in the description, so if you're looking for a specific app, it'll pop up and there'll be a review on it. Alright, well, hope you liked the video again. Make sure to go to the Junkie Media channel where I review games, software, Blu-rays, things like that. It's more game and, you know, movie oriented, where this is on my Windows 8 channel. So I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out. And I'll be seeing you soon. Thanks. Bye.